Hello, this is Ace Combat Fan here, and today we got some big news. Bandai, they published the opening cutscene of Ace Combat 7, the actual one, first in Japan, now in English. And this time, of course, as you know me, time to analyze and overthink whatever they said or showed there. Now, please understand, this is not my first time watching it. I watched it almost a month ago when I got to play the game. So I'm in a little bit of a hard position because I know what's gonna happen after, but I can't talk about that because that's classified. So I can only talk about what's being shown here. So please understand. Now there will be some minor spoilers in this cutscene because it's related to the story. So if you don't want to know about that, don't watch the video. With that said, let's get started. It's funny because since I watched already, I kind of cried the other time, and I have to stop right here. Literally, we're half a second in the video and we already have our first reference. I'm not even kidding. This reference with the person there pointing to the sky is the image that you can find in the box cover of Macross Plus DVD. The movie, yeah, the anime, yeah. So in the half a second already, the first thing you see in Ace Combat is a reference to Macross. Prior Aces. Your guys already doing this too quick. And now let's continue.
The sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot.
So we have seen the scene before, if you guys remember. I think back in 2017, and that's kind of the question that they ask in the trailer. You don't have no idea what the heck they're talking about, but you're gonna understand later on. You're gonna understand in this video what she's talking about.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
So basically, the dark blue, which was a main point back when the Tokyo Game Show, because the Japanese voice actress, she was talking about this dark blue thing. It relates to, you know, high altitude, as you're gonna see here in this cutscene. So it's, you know, stratosphere, flying high. The sky is darker as you climb, right? Hey! Okay, I have to stop right here again. Look guys, I've been telling you about my theory. It's a theory, okay? It's not confirmed. That the sun's gonna be so important in this game. It's being shown here. Every time it's a New Year's, we have a sun wallpaper. We have the sun in Mihai's squadron. I don't know. I think the final super weapon is gonna be based on the sun, like some energy. I don't know. But Ace Combat is being ecologically correct. So yeah, that's my theory. And one thing I should also mention, I really enjoyed the soundtrack in this cutscene. It gives you like a Western feel to it, like American, like West America, like Wild West kind of ish in a way, country. I don't know. It has some good feels, and it matches with the surrounding as well, because you're gonna see it's like almost like a desert, like, you know, maybe like Nevada or some state like that.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force.
Hey, is that a JoJo reference of the steamroller there? Seriously? Why does the steamroller get so much attention? I have no idea. But as you can see there, it seems like they are on one of those dried lakes. Probably they're using it as a runway. You know how they use in Grum Lake, like Area 51? Yeah, they use the dry lakes to fly. So, yeah, I don't know. The steamroller gets the spotlight. It must be a JoJo reference. Come on, guys.
We lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
So I guess her dad was a nugget. Yep.
No, Abby. I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere.
Okay, so I have to pause it right here. I thought the whole style of the cutscene was done really well. I think they must have photographed this in real life, because rendering this or making a CG, that would be a pain. And I really enjoyed the style and how they matched the soundtrack with the visuals, and it looks so Western. Like, I don't know. It's probably because I'm playing Red Dead Redemption right now, but yes, it looks really cool.
It's being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit.
He's like, the drones are taking our jobs. Stop the drones, please.
Look here.
There you go.
Tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read.
Now, if you have been following the Ace Combat news for a long time, you know that this magazine has been shown a long time ago. That magazine is called Our Science, and is a magazine stranger that talks about technology, basically. Now, you're gonna see later on that this magazine was issued in, I think, March of 2006, so it's pretty old.
Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I'm telling you, drones are taking our jobs.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here.
I really enjoyed this part because some people mentioned on Twitter that in this cutscene we get to see the confirmation of several planes in this stranger universe. We get to see the F-111, the A6 intruder. We already knew it was gonna be there. We get to see the Thunder Chief. It's just funny.
Been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped.
Like, they must have recorded this in real
We're
life.
good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But
This was really well done. I really enjoyed the style. I'm just gonna keep repeating that, sorry.
with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone.
The interesting thing about this drone is that it looks exactly like the one from Ace Combat 6, the drone that is used to guide the cruise missiles from Agayan. In case you remember, if you don't know, it's there. And this is also the drone in the magazine, and I think this one, I believe, is in Infinity as well, like in the very first mission before the Quacks arrive.
It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
So again, Ace Combat 7, one really important topic is gonna be, humans being replaced by drones. I hope you got the feel of it already, right? 'Cause it's been mentioned already.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Press F to pay respects. Now, in all seriousness, this was very interesting. Apparently, she spent like some 6 years, I think that's what she said, just restoring the F-104 Starfighter to flying conditions. The Starfighter, which is it's a pretty old plane, it was made back in the 50s, in real life at least.
Then, finally.
And I gotta say, the reflection in this part, it looks pretty cool. And the plane is just so clean. Now, I should mention, this is the F-104 Starfighter Avro. That's the name of the girl that is flying. It comes as a bonus, I think, if you pre-order. But the thing about this plane, it's not armed. It's unarmed. So it can only play on free flight, because it doesn't have guns or missiles. Now, this is a different aircraft from the standard F-104 Starfighter that you're still gonna get in the game, okay? There are two aircraft. The standard one has the ammunition, so you can play in the regular missions. Just the paint scheme is different, I think.
I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
That's a really good description for the Starfighter. That plane, other than climbing, it was trash. In all seriousness, I did some research back at it in real life. Yeah, it was not good for other things. They tried to use it for like as a bomber in Germany, but it did not work well. And now we get the takeoff scene that we've seen before in the trailers, but still, it's good to know where it's coming from, right? The soundtrack, man. Steamroller! Now, this is the moment when the soundtrack really kicked in. When I watched for the first time, I teared up. I cried. And there's some detail, like you're gonna see she looks down and she puts the gear up. It's awesome, man. Also, I think I should also mention, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but you get to see the Pac-Man fields, like since they are cut already. It's another reference in the first cutscene. Well, 3 already. The Macross, the Steamroller from JoJo, and now the Pac-Man field. God damn it. Okay, I cried the first time. We're back in Strange Road, boys. It's a beautiful cutscene. Kei Kobayashi posted that on his Twitter. You're gonna be excited. Then the sound barrier.
So I flew up, straight up,
It's beautiful.
higher into the sky. Dark blue.
I should also mention that the Starfighter was used as a research plane for high altitude, so they would just climb like that, like in a zoom climb. And it was also used by NASA to train astronauts. Fun fact, just a fun fact. Let's continue.
I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something.
So that is a drone, obviously, but that's the MQ-99, which we already have seen in the trailers. It's based on the real-life Barracuda drone, and it's the one apparently made by Erusia that's gonna be seen in the game again.
A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least.
When she says doing 30 Gs, I'm pretty sure she's talking about the drone. If you do that with an F-15, you're gonna kill the pilot. Poor guy. At that moment, she realized that she messed up.
It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Just to be clear, she's talking about the drone. The F-15 is from OC. You're gonna see the flag on it. And she's now just gonna run for it. Okay, that's a nugget mistake if you're making a Starfighter. But the thing is, her Starfighter, if you look at it, it's clean. There's no markings. And at least in real life, it would be illegal for you to do that. You need to register your plane. Seriously. You can't just go flying supersonic. That's also illegal. But I don't know. It's very interesting on how Strange works. You want to make a plane? Just make a plane. Go have fun.
Should have built it to turn too.
Yeah, the Starfighter does not turn. It's a horrible plane. For maneuvering, seriously. And at that moment, she noticed she messed up. Now the trailer's gonna end right here. The cutscene's gonna end right here, and then you proceed to the game. I cannot talk about what's gonna happen after. I'm sorry, I'm under my NDA. But what I can tell you is that I thought it was interesting that if you look into the F-15. It does not have a tail code. It has the flag from Ocean, has the Ocean Air Defense Force marking here, but doesn't have the tail code, so you don't know from which air base it is coming from. That's the only thing I noticed that I thought was interesting. And Ava, she doesn't have her tail code either. It's so funny to be able to tell where the scenes from the trailer come from, and there's so many that come from the very first cutscene. It's kind of impressive, but yeah, I can't talk about what comes after. But what I can say is that she survives being shot down, obviously, because she's a main character. You see her later in the cutscenes, but that's about it. Overall, I think it was really well done. The cutscenes. I mean, the first cutscene with the music, it just matched up. I cried in the first time. I hope you did too. It's like we're back in Strange Road, and it really resonated well with me. And I like the style how they use some real life footage, like the photographs of the junkyard, and computer graphics like this one, obviously from the game. But that is it. That's my analysis of the things I can talk about from cutscene number 1. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you noticed something that I did not, please do let me know. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like. Especially a like if you cried when you watch it for the first time. That is it. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.